Okay, this video takes a look at using the subtraction algorithm, using what a lot of people call borrowing. So let's just take a look at this problem right here, 37 minus 21. And remember the convention, let's have good columns. Here's the ones column, the tens column, a minus sign about halfway up on the number 2, and the good answer line right there. Okay, so let's remember to start with the ones. Okay, remember there's 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And in those first 3, when we're doing the algorithm, we start with the ones. Addition, subtraction, and multiplication, you start with the ones. Or actually with the smallest column, but in a problem like this, with the ones column. That'll change when we get to decimals. Let's worry about that later. All right, let's take a look at the ones. 7 minus 1 is 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. And we're done with that problem. But let's take a look and remember what's going on in the problem. What's the story of the problem? Let's use that story of markers that come in 10 packs. Okay, once upon a time, there was a teacher named Bob. He had 37 markers. They came 3 10 packs and 7 singles. And for some reason, he needed to give another teacher 21 markers, 2 10 packs and 1 single. He started with the singles. He had 7. He needed to give away 1. That was easy. Didn't have to do anything except give his colleague 1, and now he had 6. He had 3 10 packs, gave away 2. Now he had 1 10 pack, 16. So that problem didn't take him very long to solve at all. Let's take a look at this next one now. Okay, 42 minus 18. So this time I have 4 10 packs and 2 singles, and I want to give my colleague 18, a 10 pack and 8 singles. So I have 2 and I want to give away 8. Now the biggest problem that we run into right here is a kid will say, let's see, 2 minus 8. I can't do that. But I do know 8 minus 2. And I do know that 8 minus 2 is 6. So I will see this answer, which is incorrect. And then they'll say, ooh, 4 minus 1, I can do that. 4 minus 1 is 3. Well, it doesn't work out that way. If you have 2 and you give away 8, you're not left with 6. Okay, I'm actually going to put an X through that and move on. I wrote the problem out again before. Now, let's remember that this is a problem where we use borrowing. Okay. Here we go. So I've got 2 singles. I need to give away 8. Well, I can do that by going to my 10 packs. I've got 4 10 packs. So I'm going to take one of the 10 packs, and in another video I'll act this out, not just show you the numbers. I'm going to take one of the 10 packs. How many do I have now? 3. Well, now, how many singles do I have? Well, I have 10 from that 10 pack I just got, and the 2 that I started with. So now I have 12. So the convention is, the way you keep track of that is you put a little 1 up here. That makes that 12. Now that probably doesn't look like most 12s you've seen, but now we're going to say, okay, that's 12. So I had 42. Well, I still actually have 42, except instead of writing it 4 10 packs and 2 singles, I'm now saying I have 3 10 packs and 12 singles. And you know, 30 plus 12 is 42. I'm just sort of rewriting it so that I can solve the problem. And that is a big part of what you learn in 4th grade, is how to take a problem and rewrite it so that you can quickly and easily solve it. Well, I'll show you what I mean. Now I've got 12 singles and I want to give away 8. Well, 12 minus 8, that's a math fact that I've known for a long time, and I hope you know it too. 12 minus 8 is 4. Now let's go to the tens column. 3 minus 1? 3 minus 1, that's easy. And yeah, 42 minus 18 is 24. Okay. And in another video, I'll show you how to check that by adding. Let's go on to the next problem. Okay. Now for these, what I'd like you to do is copy them over and hit pause and try to solve them and then check them. Okay, here's how you go through it. Let's start with the ones. 4 minus 5. Can't do it, have to borrow. Go over to the tens pack. I had 7. Well, now I have 6. And now how many singles do I have? 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. 6 minus 2 is 4. And I'm done. 74 minus 25 is 49. Okay, now 87 minus 31. Give that a try. Okay, now that problem's there because I want to make sure that you don't catch always borrows disease. So sometimes a kid will do this problem with borrowing even though they don't need to do it. Let's take a quick look at the way to get the right answer. 7 minus 1 is 6. 8 minus 3 is 5. And I'm done. Sometimes after I've taught a lot of borrowing, a kid just will think, oh, I have to borrow all the time, and will start doing stuff like this. And a lot of times might get an answer that's off by 10 or something like that, borrowing going on. Just because you're learning how to borrow doesn't mean you have to do it all the time. Okay. Let's take a look at these last two. Why don't you, oops, sorry they weren't centered. Why don't you pause your video and try them both. Okay, the last two of this video. 432 minus 118. 2 minus 8, can't do it. Don't have enough, have to borrow. Take a 10 pack. Now I've got 12 minus 8 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. Let's go to the hundreds. 400 minus 100. Oh, I can do that. 4 minus 1 is 3. No borrowing involved. I'm done. 314. Last problem of this video. 9 minus 4. I hope you didn't borrow. You don't have to. 9 minus 4, straight up math fact. 5. Let's go on to the tens column. I had 2 tens. I want to give away 6 tens. I don't have enough. What am I going to do? Borrow. I'll take a 100 pack and break it up into 10 packs. And now 12 minus 6. Gotta know your math facts. 2, now to the hundreds column. 2 minus 1 is 1, and I'm done. 165. Hope that helped out. I'm Bob Rollins. I teach at Park Day School. If you want to email me with questions or comments, please send them off to bob@parkdayschool.org. Thanks. Bye.